When the clock struck midnight, midnight had fully descended upon us, and the house was completely wrapped in silence. Had the walls collapsed, or was I folding inward into myself? I couldn't quite tell. Lying in bed, curled up under the blanket, a thought suddenly came to me, the same thought that visits me every night. Did I lock the door? Of course I believed I had. I never go to bed without locking it for nearly 10 years now. But that night, that cursed night, as I tossed and turned, unable to sleep, I heard a faint creaking sound from afar. Once, just once. Then the house fell silent again, but not like before. This silence was deeper, almost intentional. Some houses breathe at night. That night mine leaned toward me. I fixed my eyes tightly on the ceiling. Darkness had gathered exactly where I stared, as if it were liquid, thick, and sticky. And at that very moment when I knew I wasn't dreaming, when I was certain my mind was awake, someone whispered my name. If you're not alone in the house, you try to convince yourself it's something harmless. Maybe it's our cat Garfield, you think, or the wind outside, the heating pipes. The human brain is incredibly creative, especially when it's searching for a reason not to be afraid. But that whisper was unlike anything else. It wasn't a sound pipes could make. It wasn't the wind. It was my name, pronounced perfectly, with the right emphasis, as if spoken by someone who had known me for years. I couldn't breathe for a moment. Then, very slowly, very clearly, the light beneath my bedroom door went out. The hallway light was gone too. Something I didn't know had turned it off. I reached for my phone. It should have been on the table where I always leave it before bed. My fingers searched the surface, but it wasn't there. Only cold wood. And just then the door began to open slowly, silently, as if pushed by a single finger. I didn't see what entered. Maybe my eyes refused to, but I felt it. I felt the way the air in the room changed. Not like a cold breeze creeping in from outside, but something else. Something stale, trapped, forgotten. It smelled like a basement or a grave. Then a step, a sound on the floor, then another, coming toward the bed. I pulled the blanket over my head. I know it sounds ridiculous, like I was a 3-year-old child instead of a 25-year-old woman. But in that moment, it was the only thing I could do, and I held my breath. I just waited. The steps stopped. Right beside the bed, I could feel its breath. On the other side of the blanket, just centimeters away, something was watching me. Then the blanket was gently pulled down from one corner. I woke up in the morning. Sunlight poured through the window, filling my room. My phone, missing the night before, was back on the table, exactly where it should be. The door was closed, as if it had never opened. Everything was in its place. But as I stood up and walked toward the door, I noticed something on the floor. Dust. Dust shaped like footprints. A single trail leading from my bed to the door, like the marks we leave in snow when we walk. But these weren't footprints coming into the room. They were steps leading out. And even though I was certain I had locked the door that night, in the morning the bolt on the door was unlatched from the inside. And I am sure I did not go to sleep wearing these clothes.